Good day, viewers. You are welcome. How to solve these nice algebraic equations? We have 1 plus x power of 4 plus 3 plus x power of 4 equals 16. I want to find all the values of x that satisfy this equation. So the first thing we consider here is the solution. Then let's consider from the first bracket, which is 1 plus x. Suppose if I let 1 plus x equals y. So this shows that by making x the subject of the formula here, we have x equals y minus 1. So if this is what we have, then let's come back to the bracket here. So we have 1 plus x, which has been let to be y, then raised to power 4, plus also we have 3 plus x, and our x is y minus 1. So this becomes plus y minus 1 raised to power of 4 equals 16. So after having this, we can proceed by writing y power 4 plus open bracket. So here we write it as 2 plus y power of 4 equals 16. Then, so here is 2 plus y raised to power of 4. So here is what we are going to consider. So we have to expand 2 plus y raised to power of 4, and here is the method I'm going to apply. Suppose from binomial expansions, so let's say we have the coefficient term as, if this is 1, so this is going to be 1. So we have 1, 1, and 1. So here is where the power is 0, here is when the power is 1. And also we have 1, there is 2, here is 1. Then followed by 1, we have 3, and here is 1. So while for the last one, so where I'm going to stop, we have 1, 4, 6, 4, and here is 1. So we are going to use this because the power we are given here is the power of 4, and this is how it continues like that. So for 2 plus y raised to power 4, if you are to expand that one only, we have 2 plus y raised to power of 4. So this equals, so 2 raised to power 4, then plus, so we have 2 raised to power of 3, we have y, plus also 2 raised to power 2, we have y raised to power 2, plus, and we are going to have plus 2y raised to power 3 and plus y raised to power 4. So here is what we have for this. Then before we introduce the coefficient terms, so 2 power 4 here is 16, plus, and here is 2 raised to power 3, that is 8y, plus 4y squared, plus, and also this is 2y cubed, plus y raised to power of 4. So by introducing the coefficients of everything, which is 1, 4, 6, 4, 1. So the first one here becomes 16, plus, so we have 4, and 4 times 8, that is 32y, plus, and also we have 4 here. So we multiply 6 by 4, that is 24y squared, plus, also we have 4 times 2, that is 8y cubed, plus 1, which is y raised to power of 4. So if these are all what we have, then when you recall again that, so we have y raised to power 4 plus 2 plus y raised to power 4 as we expand to this. So we have 16 plus 32y plus 24y squared plus 8y cubed plus y raised to power 4, everything equals 16. So let's look at this very well. We have 16 here, it cancels 16. So the equation will be reduced to y raised to power 4 plus y raised to power 4, that is 2y raised to power 4, plus, so we have 8y raised to power 3, plus 24y squared, plus 32y equals 0. So if this is what we have, then let's factor out y, because y is common to all of them. So by taking out y from here, what we have here becomes y into bracket of, we divide this one by y, then we have 2y power 3 plus also divide this one by y, that is 8y squared, plus also divide this one by y, we have 24y plus also this one is 32 equals 0. So we are going to let these two sides equals to 0. So we let y equals to 0. So if we let y equals to 0, we consider this as the first solution for the value of y. And also from here, we can see that 2 is common to all of them. 2 can divide all of them. So when we divide the whole of this one by 2, what we have here becomes y power 3 plus 8y squared. Okay, so here becomes 4. So it becomes 4y squared plus, so here is 12y plus here is 16 equals 0. So let's try and solve these cubic equations. So let's try and solve these cubic equations and see what we are going to get as the output. So let's try and find the 3 solutions for these cubic equations. So what we are going to do here is, let's try and consider from this 16. We look for the factors of 16. So there are many factors of 16. So we have 2 minus 2, 4 minus 4. We have 8 minus 8 and others like that. Well, let's try and check for when y equals minus 2. So we try and plug it here. So we're going to have minus 2 raised to the power of 3 plus 4 into bracket of minus 2 squared plus 12 into bracket of minus 2, and here is plus 16 equals 0. So by this, we have minus 2 raised to the power 3. This gives us minus 8 plus, so minus 2 raised to the power 4, that is 4, and 4 times 4, it gives us 16. And here is minus 24 plus 16, so equals 0. So we try to add minus 8 minus 24, that gives us minus 32 plus, so 16 plus 16, that is, it gives us 32 and everything equals 0. So this shows that 0 here equals 0, as when y equals to minus 2 is the one of the solutions to these cubic equations. Then we look for the other 2 solutions, as we are going to consider a method called synthetic divisions. We apply synthetic division to find the other 2 roots of the cubic equation above. And here is how it works. Suppose you have this y as minus 2 here. So when we create a line like this, then we consider from the equation, we are going to take out the coefficient of everything. So y keep 4y squared plus 12y plus 16. Take out all their coefficients. So for the y keep, we are going to have the coefficient as 1. Then for the 4y squared, that is 4. So followed by 12, followed by 16. So after we have taken out all their coefficients, so the next thing we are going to do here is, so the first one here, there is nothing we can find before it. So which means we have to write this one as it is. So we write 1 as it is, we are going to have 1. Then we start multiplying this with this. So minus 2 times 1, that is minus 2. So we write it here, then we add this together. So this gives us 2. So minus 2 times 2, that is minus 4. The addition of this equals 8. So minus 2 times 8, that is minus 16. Addition of this equals 0. So look at what we get. So we got 1, 2, and 8 plus additional 0. So as far as we get 3 non-zero values, so it means it's a quadratic. Okay. So we have a quadratic here, as we are going to introduce the variable now. So the first one becomes y raised to the power 2, then followed by 2y, then followed by 8 equals 0. So we have this a quadratic, so we need 2 values to get from here. And what we are going to do here is, suppose I add 1 and subtract 1 to this. We have y squared plus 2y plus 1 minus 1 plus 8 equals 0. So minus 1 plus 1 equals 0. So we get the equation again. So look at this first 3 and 3. We have y squared plus 2y plus 1. This is just like in form of perfect square. And we are going to write it as y plus 1 raised to power of 2 plus minus 1 plus 8, that is 7, equals 0. By collecting the leg terms, so let's say we transfer 7 to that side, we have y plus 1 power of 2 equals minus 7. Then let's take the square root of both sides. By taking the square root of both sides, so we have this square and square root cancelled. So here we have only y plus 1 equals plus or minus square root minus 7. So getting to this stage, we are going to transfer 1 to other side, and here becomes minus 1 plus or minus. So square root of minus 1 equals I root 7. So here is a complex root. So the negative in the root, it gives us I, as we have this solution like this: y equals minus 1 plus or minus I root 7. So in a summary, there are 4 solutions we have gotten now. So the first one is we have y equals 0, we have y equals minus 2, and we have y equals minus 1 plus or minus I root 7. But the question here is, we are asked to find the value of x, not the value of y. Then we are going to recall where we let our x equals y minus 1. So if you recall this one from the beginning, we let x equals y minus 1. Now let's try and find the solution of x now when y equals to 0. At y equals to 0 here, we are going to have x equals minus 1. So this is solution 1. Then for the second solution, so we have, if y equals to minus 2, definitely we are going to have x here equals minus 3. We call this one x2. And for the last one, which is when our y equals minus 1 plus or minus I root 7, and we will try and substitute it in this x, we are going to have our x equals, we have it as minus 2 plus or minus I root 7. And these are all the solutions that satisfy this problem. As if you try to plug in at x equals minus 1, x2 equals minus 3, so they are going to satisfy the equations. And this is how to solve this problem. I hope you learned. Thanks for watching, and if you are new here to this channel, you find this video interesting, please do well to like, share, and subscribe to this channel. Turn on the notification bell for more videos. See you in the next class. Never stop learning. Bye bye.